Yes, it's finally here. Welcome everyone. We're here to kickstart your weekend with Nerd Central.
That's right, this show that's got you covered for all things nerdy out there.
There's no better way to start the weekend, right? He's excited, we're excited, so let's see what's coming up on today's show.
Now we take a step into the world of virtual reality with VR.
I'll be taking you guys on a trip to New York City over in the games area to see a certain web crawler. I wonder who that could be.
And we take a look at your fan art creations throughout the show.
Might I add, we'll be picking one creation as our first fan art of the week.
We look forward to seeing what you guys have come up with. Now Jake, have you seen one of these before?
Ah, the path to imagination.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. Now this is virtual reality headset. It immerses a person in a three-dimensional computer-generated world where they can interact with a wide range of environments and activities.
It's one of the fastest growing pieces of technology to date with clear success in the gaming industry. But it has the potential to apply to more serious areas such as medicine and sports.
Now to find out more about this technological phenomenon, we took Nerd Central to Pixel VR in Southend-on-Sea.
Run VT.
So Pixel VR is your creation. What makes yourself as a business unique?
I think what makes us most unique is that we started off in game development, we got into VR and then we set up this place. There is obviously a lot of other businesses in game development. There's a lot of other businesses, no, not a lot, but there are a few businesses like this that are offering out-of-home VR experiences. But what makes us unique is that we do both. So we're able to see what is popular, what people really want, and we have the setup to do it, and we can also work on the content and tailor that content with kind of this place in mind.
I think that's really cool. Would you say that the racing games are quite popular as well?
Racing games are quite popular. Unfortunately, we've only got one setup at the moment, so I think that maybe takes a little bit away, and people tend to come with friends, so they tend to want to play kind of together. So we are thinking about expanding on that as well.
So there are quite a lot of different things you can do with virtual reality. So do you think it's important to appeal to all ages and not just young people?
I think it is. I don't think it's necessarily important for virtual reality itself as an industry. I think it's maybe more important from a social point of view. I think VR can do a lot, and it can open a lot of worlds up to people who perhaps otherwise couldn't have those experiences. And one of our regular customers here, I'm sure she wouldn't mind me telling you, she's actually 75 years old, and she comes in regularly. She brings her friends with her, and she absolutely loves it. And it's completely blown her mind. And we've had some older people come in, and when they actually try the technology and they see what it can do, they're normally quite amazed, and it does have that appeal to it.
One final question for you. Can VR have the potential to aid businesses in the future, do you think?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, VR is actually being used by businesses now for training purposes and for promotions and all kinds of things. And again, this is something that we have looked at as developers. We've looked at producing training packages, so we're currently researching, prototyping some stuff for some anti-terrorism training in terms of kind of for security personnel, in terms of dealing with aftermath of an attack and things like that. So we're able to simulate these things in a fairly realistic in a very realistic way and learn to kind of generate that digital world where we can control what happens. We've also been looking at virtual reality sensory rooms for people on autism spectrum and stuff like that. It's we feel it's a way that can save a lot of money in terms of health and social care. It's a lot cheaper to get just a small standalone headset and have things created in there than it is obviously to build a whole room. It makes it much more mobile and much more accessible.
Thank you. Oh, I love the part about the 75-year-old lady and the fact that she goes to Pixel regularly with a bit of fun with her mate.
It's so great, wasn't it? I loved that.
I thought it was really cool. It just goes to show that age is just a number and you can do whatever you like, whenever you like.
There needs to be more places like Pixel, I think. I think it's excellent what they've got up in Southend. Within an industry like VR, it's one that seems on expanding and growing. So it's great for places like them. It offers entertainment for all ages as well, which I think is great.
No, I agree. But we thoroughly suggest you guys go and check them out. And if you'd like to know more about Pixel, you can visit them at their website, www.pixelvr.uk.
Yes, we'd love to see some of you guys get down there. So if you do send us pictures of you at Pixel, we'll show some of the entries in next week's show. You can either send the pictures to our Twitter at nerdcentral1, or you can email us at nerdcentral1@gmail.com.
We're looking forward to seeing those. Now, we move on to Jake's favourite part of the show.
The games area. Yes, this is of course my favourite part of the show, the one that I always love to do. Yes, that's right guys. This is where I simply show you guys and girls at home a short walkthrough of some of the most greatest video games of all time, past and present. Now, as most of the cast and crew on this show are Marvel fans, and I'm sure most of you are as well, it only seems fitting to play one of PlayStation's most popular games at the moment. If you haven't guessed it already by what you can see on screen, it is of course SpiderMan. Now, I'm in the main game at the moment, but on the main menu screen, I have completed this game 100%. Before anyone jumps to any conclusions, I do have a social life, okay? I do get out of the house, I don't stay in 24/7. So, let's get into it. If you don't know, this game actually took 4 years to create. I mean, you can see that straight away by the mechanics of the game, the way you control Spider-Man, the way New York looks. You can see the time and effort Insomniac Games, which are the guys that produced the game. You can see how much effort they've put into it. In terms of customization in the game, which is one thing a lot of fans wanted, it's one thing I certainly wanted, which we were given. There's 3 main parts. So you've got suits, you've got gadgets, and you've got skills. So I'll show you those two now quickly. So the suits, you start the game, you don't start the game with all these suits, you only start with a few, but as you progress through the game, you unlock more and you can get the better suits. With each suit comes a suit power or a suit mod. So for example, the Iron Spider suit, which is actually part of a pre-order with the Avengers Infinity War, which is pretty cool. So you can wear Spider-Man's Infinity War armor. So with this suit, you get the Iron Claws, which is pretty good. But I like to think of the suits as kind of like a pick and mix when you go to a sweet shop. So you pick one thing and you can combine it with another. So one of the favourite suits that everyone loves is the Undies suit. As you can see this young handsome Peter Parker in his nice Spider-Man undies. And the best thing is you can choose a different suit power to go with it. So I have got the Iron Claws. And then when you're in game, you can do this. How cool is that?
That's pretty awesome, I must say.
Iron Claws coming out back of coming out of your back. I mean, who doesn't want to play with that? I mean, I just think it's great, to be honest. But like I said, the mechanics are great. The customization is good. The campaign is really long. I don't want to give too much away, but you don't start straight away in free roam. You actually start with a really cool mission, and then once you've done that, you get the whole playground of New York City, which I think is great. The other cool thing about this game, there's a lot of Easter eggs, which is really good. So it hints to the Marvel universe. It hints to other characters, most notably the Avengers, because in this game it does have the Avengers Tower, which is that tower you can see straight ahead over there. I won't go over there because that will just take too long. But other places, you've got Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. Try saying that 5 times faster. I know, I certainly wouldn't. But that's in here. And again, like I said, throughout the campaign, throughout different missions, it hints to other characters, both related to Spider-Man and the Marvel Universe, which I think fans will love. But I'd love to stay here and play this all day, but we have got a show to get on with. So I'll lead Amy over into Comic Book Corner.
Welcome back. And Spider-Man isn't the only thing that was released this year. When was it released? This year. Okay. This year, yeah, I thought so. Now, Avengers have got this amazing new comic coming out called No Surrender. Now, if I'm not the only one just excited for that, we also have, carrying on from Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, right here, we have a Birmingham, England Comic-Con exclusive release, which only 1,500 were made of, so that's absolutely amazing we managed to get our hands on one of them.
I've got one of those.
You got one of those too?
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Ah.
Yeah, because I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
Yes, we both have one. So technically, they've only got 1,498 left.
That is true.
But not only Marvel has got some amazing creators, DC has got some stuff coming out as well. So they've got Aquaman issue 43 available now, and you know Wonder Woman? Well, they've got the Diana Pierce 50th anniversary omnibus. Now, that's not something to be excited for. But we also have got some new releases. For you Riverdale fans out there, we have a Betty and Veronica issue by Archie Comics. Sounds interesting? Definitely. And Grumble issue 2 by Ultra Boss Funny Books. Now, these are things I heavily recommend you checking out. As well as that, moving on to our lovely manga over here, we have got Yona of the Dawn Volume 15 just come out, Tokyo Ghoul Ari Volume 8, and Escape Journey Volume 2. Things get a bit spicy in that one, I've been told. Now, don't forget to check out these new releases at all. But for now, we will be going to an interview about an upcoming film, Captain Marvel, with an extreme Marvel fan.
Welcome back to Nerd Central, everyone. I'm here with Damien Craig, the extreme Marvel fan.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it was nice having you. So what do you think of the Captain Marvel trailer? We just watched it together for the first time. What do you think?
I'm actually quite disappointed with it, to be
I
honest.
like
Yeah,
it.
it's very generic for Marvel now. Like, I don't know if you know this, but Marvel actually hire another company to edit the trailers. So it's gonna really, wow.
Yeah, for their full control.
Yeah, no.
So
it's kind of, I don't know if it's their fault or the company. But it didn't
you just
feel right.
The time was off, maybe, or maybe.
It feels more like a DC film from the trailer.
Alright, you're gonna have to go there.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, well, maybe the film's just bad. That could be the answer.
Marvel won't let me down.
I know they never have.
Never have before.
What do you think of the lead role? Do you think using a female as a leading role as a superhero is reaching a wider audience?
It's a weird choice. Like, I don't think Captain Marvel should be the first one.
Do you think Black Widow?
100% Black Widow or Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch, I'd say.
Yeah, I know. No, you would. Kind of, they're already beloved characters. They could just develop that, make it something else.
Do you think they'll ever do a Black Widow film? Actually, I feel like they keep announcing it and saying they're going to do it. But I think everyone's a bit scared.
I feel now the second Avengers, the Endgame's coming out. I would know.
You should know.
Yeah.
So you don't think they'll? It's true. I mean, if they were, I will make a Black Widow film. Isn't that about 10 years too late?
Exactly that.
Because all the
But
Avengers came out in 2012.
Now everyone's contracts are ending though. I feel like maybe they
have
develop
no
more.
They're like, we want to make more films, but everyone's contracts and everything gone. I think. I guess that's why they're starting with Captain Marvel because it's like a year contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think of the actress choice? Brie Larson, big fan?
I think I've talked to you personally before about what I feel about Brie Larson.
Remind me,
Well,
and everyone here who hasn't heard.
I'm just not a fan. I know everyone like loves her and thinks she's a great actress, but to me, yeah, do you?
Yeah,
Well, this could be uncomfortable because I think she's the exact same in every film she's ever done.
Oh, you think she's the worst actress?
Well, not the worst. Worst choice for this character, maybe. Yeah.
Chose
Chose personally.
Who would you choose to play Captain
Oh,
Marvel?
that's an interesting
There
one.
you go, that's a question.
It's a good point, Declan. I don't know.
You don't know? I'd choose... That's a good point. That's a good question.
Tough one,
There's
isn't
not an answer.
Tough question.
Yeah, no, I don't know who would... but I guess I'm just asking questions as well.
Yeah.
So you're still excited to see films despite
Yeah.
hating the trailer for every single bit in you. Do you think Samuel Jackson returning to Nick Fury is the main selling point potentially?
100%.
100%.
To be honest, even if it wasn't a Marvel film, put Samuel Jackson in it.
Have you seen every single one of his films? Because that's what I insinuated.
You always do this to me every time I come on.
It's true.
It's a complete
It's
mockery.
Everyone, that's
Yeah.
what they painted here.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, no, it'd be interesting him returning to the character because he's returned a lot earlier on, isn't he? It's kind of a prequel.
Everyone loves Samuel Jackson.
He's great.
just yeah.
I've never met someone who says Samuel Jackson. Nah, you know. So I reckon.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
saw him in
true.
the trailer, and yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
it's easily a bit of like, hey.
Your face did light up a little bit when
It
he
did
showed
light
up.
up. It was like Christmas as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I must say I'm excited. And obviously, as I was telling you personally earlier off camera, you'll probably see how we got the eye patch. I don't know if it's that eye or that.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Definitely be a big build-up scene.
So, you can see the film?
I will go see the film. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably opening day.
what, first screening? kind
Yeah,
of deal?
midnight if it's a thing.
Midnight. Well, let's end it there.
Yeah, that's a good time to end.
Thank you for coming on the show. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming.
Well,
You can never get a proper interview out of those two.
no, I mean, I must admit in that interview we did have a few problems.
Yeah,
think.
I just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
No,
I couldn't quite tell what issue was wrong with it.
No, I mean there was definitely something irritating about it.
Yeah, it seemed someone was tapping.
Oh.
It seemed there's some sort of sound issue.
Oh, was that it? Was it tapping that we had?
I think for next time we're gonna have to get another interviewer and another interviewee.
Definitely, no, I completely agree.
Because all we wanted was a simple reaction to probably one of the biggest Marvel films that is coming up.
That is true. I mean, it's definitely, before Endgame at least, it's definitely one of the biggest.
Yes, of course it is. And all we wanted was simple, a nice reaction to excite people, and they just went completely off topic.
Oh, well, a good idea is maybe one of you guys could be our next interviewee.
Yes,
What do you think?
I actually think that's a really great idea.
I
Yeah,
do
so if you guys, if there's any of you out there that want to be an interviewee, we can send Damien and Declan off to some other show
Yep,
that they
they're
can just
gone.
ruin.
But speaking of some other show, we have now come to the end of our show, but we will be revealing the fan art winner now.
Drum roll, please.
And we have got this lovely piece of Captain Marvel fan
Wow.
art. I know, it's
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Congratulations to Dewey_ on Twitter. We'll be contacting you to send you the Thanos Pop vinyl.
Yes, look at this. Wow, that is one thing I certainly would love to win.
That is
I'd put that in my lounge, I would.
in your lounge.
Yeah, I'd put it on my shelf.
Do you have any room with your SpiderMan stuff?
Yes, I have room for that. Put it where everyone can see it.
Oh, I like your decision.
He's a big villain.
He is
So he deserves a big place in the house. So well done. We'll be sending that off to you shortly. Well, that's all we have time for today, I'm afraid, guys.
But thank you for joining us, and we'll see you same time next week.
Nerd Central out.